Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to download or export Discord channel data and direct message history. Before we start, there are a few important things to remember, and these are questions that come up all the time, so don't skip this part. People often ask if you can download data from locked channels or servers. The answer is no. You're not gaining any extra permissions with this tool. Another common question is whether you can download deleted data, deleted messages, or deleted servers. No, you can't. You also can't restore a server using this data. If Discord doesn't allow you to do it normally, this client won't magically unlock anything. Another question that comes up is whether you can get banned for using this. Theoretically, yes, but I've been using it for quite some time and have never been banned, and I haven't heard of anyone else being banned for it either. It is technically automation, but not in a harmful way, so I can't see Discord banning accounts for this. Still, use it at your own risk, even though I've had no issues personally. Now let's get into the actual process. First, launch the Google Chrome web browser. There will be a link in the description. Paste the link into the address bar. On this page, you'll see versions available for almost every operating system. Find your version and download it. After downloading, come back and extract the downloaded zip file. Open the extracted folder. Scroll down, and double-click on Discord Chat Exporter. In the pop-up, click on More Info, then Run Anyway. Now close the smaller pop-up. In the Exporter pop-up, there will be instructions for exporting the messages. First, we need to get the token for our account. For this, make sure Discord is open in your web browser, not the desktop app. You must be signed in to the account you want to export data from. So go back to Google Chrome and open a new window. Launch Discord and press Ctrl-Shift-I to open the developer tools. Then go to the Network tab. Press Ctrl-R to refresh the page. Now you need to find a request, something like messages, limit equals 50, or something that starts with messages. If you can't find it, switch between random channels a couple of times. Here you can see that I have the message request. Once you find it, select it and stay on the Headers tab. Go to the Authorization Header section and copy the authorization token. Now, some of you may ask whether it's safe to use your token for this. Technically, yes, because you can always change your password afterward. Discord states that when you reset your password, your token changes. So that's a good safety measure. Even though I've never had any problems using my token without changing it, I still recommend doing a quick password reset after you're done. And of course, make sure you have two-factor authentication enabled. Everyone should have 2FA on anyway, so there's nothing major to worry about, but it's still a disclaimer you should be aware of. After copying the token, go back to Discord Chat Exporter. Your token box will be empty, so paste it in, click the arrow, and the tool will connect to your account. You'll now see all your servers, channels, and DMs. You can differentiate your channels by the profile pictures, but since I made this account just for demonstration, the profile pictures are default here. Expand your server and choose the channel you want to export. Suppose I want to download this general thread. Once the channel is ticked, you'll see the download options. Select a download location. You can export as text, HTML dark, HTML light, CSV, or JSON. The best formats are the HTML ones because you can open them in any browser. I'm choosing HTML dark for this example. Click Export. Depending on the size of the channel, this may take a few seconds or a very long time if the history is huge. Now let's open the downloaded file. Here, you can see that my direct message history has been downloaded. As I mentioned earlier, if you're worried about using your token, just reset your password afterward and make sure 2FA is enabled. Nobody will be able to use your old token after that. But again, I've used this app for a long time with no issues, and a lot of people have found it helpful. That wraps up this guide. As always, thanks for watching.
If this tutorial helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe for more helpful guides. And if you found real value in it, a super thanks would be greatly appreciated.
Feel free to reach out if you encounter any issues during the process. If this video helps you out, please leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions. If you need further assistance, consider hiring a professional using the link in this video below.